Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Oh, I love these moments so much. Once again, we have another situation showing us exactly why leftoids don't show up for debates and definitely don't take interviews or tough questions from the opposing side. Democrats don't live in a bubble by choice. They live in a bubble or an echo chamber, a very protected ideological space, because they cannot exist in open. Leftist ideas are allergic to air in a way, and when leftist politicians or thought leaders show up in a right-wing space, well, it generally leads to YouTube clips and embarrassment, or moments like these. Gavin Newsom just showed up on Fox News to have a chat with Sean Hannity. Obviously, the topic of Gavin Newsom's 2024 ambitions, or I guess presidential ambitions in the future, most likely 2028, became a subject of conversation, and Hannity had a very interesting angle to come at the governor of California with, which had him literally speechless. This is why these dishonest Democrats cannot operate in honest spaces. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean. Look, Sean Hannity's not my favorite, and clearly neither is Fox News, but this moment was an absolute 10 out of 10. We've got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so one of those viral news moments. Sean Hannity questions California Gavin Newsom, why aren't you putting your name in the hat? Why aren't you running for president if you know that Joe Biden clearly isn't well and Democrats don't want him to run again? Then Sean Hannity forces him to sit through 90 seconds of piss pants Biden bumbles. Take a look at this moment.
Now my question is a serious one.
All right.
Okay, is Joe Biden up to the job of being president? And as a little reminder, take a look at your president in the monitor.
And there's an awful lot of stories that are told, probably a bunch apocryphal about the former prime minister. Like you take baths up that, anyway.
Wandering around at 3 a.m. Yeah, Winston Churchill.
By the way, I met with, who are those guys that fly over shortly? You heard of them, haven't you? And the cheer for Muslim, we cheer for Muslim athletes like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I know him, and I did mispronounce his name. So I'm trying to think, where was the last place I was? It's hard to keep track. I mean, yeah, you're right, Ireland. That's where it was. EIGH%. He said, you're too much like that guy who led the revolution instead of the guy who was the prime minister. He said, you got to be less like the military guy. They shot him. God bless you all. Let's go lick the world. Let's get it done.
And then you got Joe Biden who's having a hard time standing up. Take a look at that one. I want you to tell me that you think he is cognitively strong enough to lead this country against China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, and a new axis of evil, and that he's the guy, he cannot articulate the economy the way you just did.
Yeah, but I don't think he's capable. I know he's capable. I see results. I've seen a masterclass in results the last few years.
You know, it felt like a moment from, what's that movie called again? A Clockwork Orange, where the character's eyes are pried open and he's forced to watch it. Look at it. Watch it. You can't look away. You can't pretend that it doesn't exist. Look at Joe Biden. Look at this man that is the supposed leader of your political party and defend it. Gavin Newsom, of course, caught like a deer in the headlights initially, pivots away from the actual cognitive decline issue and says that he's seen a master class in results. The exact same nonsense we keep seeing. A master class in results. Look at everything that Joe Biden has done. Look at the results. You mean like Democrats controlling the House and the Senate, passing a couple bills, and Joe Biden literally just green-lighting everything? Doesn't challenge anything, just frickin' signs anything they put on his desk. You know, I challenge this notion that doing something is a sign of success. You know, passing legislation doesn't automatically mean that you're doing something good. There's a whole lot of legislation that's been disastrous. People have taken actions, people have made investments, started businesses that go straight to the dirt. Doing something, passing something, doesn't mean that you've been successful. And if we look at the actual results, Gavin Newsom's words, not mine, a masterclass in results, I'll repeat it like a damn broken record. The economy's in shambles, the US dollar's in crisis, the southern border's in crisis, there's crisis in Eastern Europe, crisis in Afghanistan, the Saudis won't even talk to us anymore and are playing games with us in what seems to be an effort to counter US economic dominance, especially when it comes to the petrodollar. I'm looking for these so-called results and I just don't see them. The only result that I see are the steaks that I love buying are almost double price. Housing for nearly my entire generation is completely out of reach, and most people my age need their parents' help to buy their own home or are still renting. I'm not seeing a master class in results unless those results you're referring to are negative ones. Sean Hannity got him. I know Gavin Newsom's a Democrat and he's gonna play politics and simply defend Joe Biden, but you know, an honest person would look at that video and say, yeah, you know, something's wrong. Maybe we should replace him. But instead, he simply follows the party establishment and pretends as if everything is just going swimmingly. It's completely pathetic. And in my opinion, it's totally disqualifying. You know, Republicans who don't like Donald Trump don't have an issue saying they don't like Donald Trump, but Democrats are freaking petrified to challenge the party establishment. Just say it. I mean, what you saw on tape essentially is a person who was shown reality right in front of their face. An undeniable reality. Look at it, Mr. Gavin. Is he fit to lead the world as the president of the United States? Clearly he isn't. And this clown, Gavin, couldn't admit the truth that was staring him right in the face. That is essentially the Democrat Party. Undeniable facts, truth, evidence presented in front of them, but they continue to refuse reality on ideological lines. It's simply repulsive. If you're an honest person, if you care about honesty, this type of crap should be a massive red flag. At least from my perspective, it should be disqualifying. And again, it's tying into the whole meta point that I'm always making about Democrats and leftism or modern leftism. It is impossible to associate yourself with these clowns who live in this weird alternate reality. It's the whole Keith Olbermann thing from yesterday. You know, this fascinating cognitive dissonance where you present evidence to someone of something that actually happened. Look, here's the court document where Christopher Steele points the finger directly at Hillary Clinton, the Hillary Clinton campaign and the DNC for funding this document, which was then used to irresponsibly and illegally attain a FISA warrant, which launched Crossfire Hurricane, the Mueller investigation, and the illegal spying on Trump's campaign. Look, it's here. It's evidence. They paid for it. Look, here's actual evidence, fact-checked, that Hillary Clinton smashed cell phones and hard drives. You can present this evidence, but they'll deny the reality of it. Oh no, that didn't really happen. Oh, that's just a Fox News conspiracy theory. Look, here's your president. He can't remember people's names. He can't do basic math. He can't speak. He can't walk. He's the laughing stock of the world. Here's 15 minutes of video footage of this guy being a geriatric old piss pants fool, and they look at it and say, you can't argue with the results. He's a great president. It's an unbelievable level of delusion or dishonesty, and I simply cannot associate myself with people who lack basic integrity, people who deny blatant, obvious reality. That's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. Of course, you know that we'd love to have you here. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you on the next one.